Hi, my name is Jill White Huffman. I'm a licensed clinical mental health counselor. I'm a marriage family therapist, as well as a licensed massage and bodywork therapist. Now, today I've come to talk to you about a program that I developed entitled Experience Zen as a Lifestyle, a Path Towards Mindful Self-Care. Now, I developed this program specifically for everybody. It's for healthcare professionals. It's for the mom who stays at home and cares for her children. It's for, just like I said, basically everyone. And the reason for it being about everyone is because we all encounter some type of issues and difficulties that tend to get in our way and prevent us from doing the things that we'd like to do, and to be mindful in the process of doing them. How can we process everything that's going on throughout this world and still live a productive and peaceful life? And again, that's one of the reasons that I developed this program. I do combine, the mindful self-care piece along with the Zen, and I'll be teaching you ways to be able to discern, am I being mindful using meditation techniques, as well as being able to experience a Zen and productive life. So what are some of the things that I'll be discussing? We'll be talking a little bit about, I'll teach you a little bit about ways and how to recognize stress. As we think about stress, what is it? Of course, stress is just feelings of emotional and physical strain. It causes tension a lot of times, and that results in us feeling extremely drained a lot of times. And it's hard to be productive when you're encountering stress, because what happens when stress is gone untreated? You will experience burnout. So burnout, it's unmanaged stress, as I mentioned, and it can cause us to feel physically, mentally, and emotionally drained. And sometimes it could affect one or three of those combinations. So whether you're experiencing a lack of energy or you lacked interest in the activities that you once used to enjoy, or that, you're feeling just intense stress, the most important thing is that you balance yourself. And so the other piece of this presentation is just part of my curriculum, where I combine about 5 different topics. And so I talk about mindfulness and why it's important. I talk about self-care, why that's important. And then, of course, I'll talk to you a little bit about the 7 lanes that I developed, the roadmap for accomplishing those mindful self-care lanes, and then, of course, the necessary components that's needed for those life stressors and pressures that we all encounter. So let's talk a little bit about mindfulness. Would you want to be more about doing and achieving that mode of just being present in that current experience that you're experiencing currently? And that's what mindfulness is. So mindfulness is the awareness that arises by paying attention on purpose and the present moment. And it's not using judgment. You're not judging yourself, or you're not judging others. And this is sort of a definition that John Zen describes when he describes mindfulness. And to summarize what it's like to be mindful, of course, it's an approach to a situation. So you don't have to always agree with what's going on as you're being mindfulness, but you do have to adjust. Self-care, it is a decision to actively preserve and to protect one's well-being. And so what happens a lot of times, we tend to look out for others before we look out for ourselves. And so sometimes we think like, if I'm looking out for myself, I'm being selfish. So we want to change that mindset. Mindfulness, self-care, it's all those things that are needed to take care of yourself, because as the saying goes, how can you care for others if you cannot care for yourself?